know anything about what I was doing last year, you probably know that I was taking what is called the CELTA. CELTA is short for Certificate in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. It's basically a qualification for teaching English that's offered by Cambridge University and the gold standard for English language teaching. I read about the certification just like somewhere on the internet and decided, hey, you know what? It's something interesting, I can afford it. It allows you pretty much to just apply for English teaching jobs in pretty much almost any international school. One thing that I definitely did know was the rigor of the CELTA, and I definitely wanted to improve my skills as an English teacher. If you're someone who has never taught English before, you might be tempted to say, it's just teaching English, how hard could it be? Well, you're wrong! As someone who often teaches tens of people at a time, I wanted something to improve my skills. I already run a couple of group classes every single week, so understanding really how to deliver lessons with maximal engagement and maximum understanding is especially important. So anyway, completed the CELTA in November thereabouts, waited the longest time for my certificate to arrive, and finally,
there it was, just casual. The Flash Express notification that told me that my CELTA cert had arrived. That moment was a moment of excitement for me. Was I even gonna pass? Was all that time and money wasted? In that moment, I thought about everything I was experiencing in a CELTA.
If you enjoy watching me suffer, then watch on. I chose to do an online CELTA rather than an in-person one because there weren't any CELTA centers near Kuala Lumpur and the nearest one was actually in Penang, so I figured that the best choice would just be to do it online.
So yeah, because I did the entire thing online, it was probably pretty different from quite a lot of other CELTAs out there.
We spent a ton of time on Zoom and learning how to use it effectively.
We met everyone online, learned online, everything was done pretty much online. But it didn't lessen the intensity at all. Like learning at warp speed, assignments one after another, lesson planning, scripting, evaluating, giving feedback. We thought, we learned, we thought again. Ceaseless self-evaluation, having my ego crush over and over again. Crying on the inside but having to suck it up. Moments where I was suffering while my friends were all on vacation. Developing a dependence on caffeine that I haven't escaped fully to this day. But you know, it wasn't bad all the way. It was a really tough process but also really, really incredible.
I noticed a million little things that I would have never noticed on my own.
I don't think I felt so much progress within such a short time in my life before. There were lots of moments of laughter, moments where I witnessed bright shining stars.
Learn to teach, check understanding, throw away my ego as I realized that teaching was about my students and not about myself.
We learned a ton even though it was really painful and I kind of felt like dying right as we neared the end. Having said that, it would have sucked to fail. I genuinely thought I was going to fail a couple of times and I still didn't know the result. And now for the moment of truth.
So yes, thank you for watching this unboxing video. I might not really have an immediate use for the cert right now because I'm living in Malaysia, of course, but I will say that this is one of those things that I'm very proud to have done. The skills, the lessons, these were all things that I learned along the way and that I will really continue to value for the rest of my life. So yeah, shout out to every single person who watched me along the way, who taught me. Thanks to my tutors, my batchmates, to everyone who wanted to watch me suffer. And everybody who understood also why I couldn't go out for a while. Friends throughout the world, on vacation and otherwise, across Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Korea, you know the drill. And of course, shout out really to my own family who understood everything that I was going through and was able to bear with me throughout this entire period of suffering right here. So yeah, this is Victor, now with a CELTA certificate apparently. Thank you so much, and ciao.